Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup.
And forget about finesse. This is all about the power.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Seattle shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Number 33.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Now here's Henderson. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Yes, that goes in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Number 3.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year.
And in this matchup, last season, not one of the games went their way.
And, guys, they suffered a clean sweep, and for one of the best teams in the league, that cannot sit well. You know they'll come to play tonight.
And it's Seattle with the ball, following the score by Houston. Here's the Prodigy. The turnaround jumper. Counted. The Prodigy's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Henderson finds Malone. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Henderson left side. Beyond the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts. Oh, fellas, that was vicious. 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Hudgens after the basket by Seattle. Henderson outside. A three-pointer, no good.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And yes, it's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Had defensively, I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Here's Hudgens. Standing at 12. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Outside for Pippen. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Fades. Yep, it counts.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now here's Henderson. 5 points in the game. Takes it inside, and Henderson throws it down hard.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Seattle?
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
and he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to the prodigy. Outside Pippen. Nice move. And he connects with the jumper.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. And here's the fast break. Stolen by Henderson. And they're running. And he gets the bucket.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Pass to Pippen. Into the lane. And then Pippen slams it in.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Booker outside. Now Henderson. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
The Rockets making a switch here. Thompson's checked in.
Once again, your Watford makes some noise.
Booker outside.
In the first.
6 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. And that one drops. Booker's got 5 men.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Pass to Malone. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Here's Thompson. Seattle able to drain the 3. Driving the lane. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
Substitution on the court.
Seattle leading by 5. Henderson defending. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Sinks the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
They double him with Booker. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. And Seattle leads by 9.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Henderson. 10 points for him. No good from Booker.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Fade away. Rejected by Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. And so it's Seattle in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So with Malone on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Jabari Smith is out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's York in at the center position.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Hudgens. Still scoreless. Now Booker. Shot clock at 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Teams take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Houston.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Booker. Fires the 3. Book it! Devin for 3.
When textbook mechanics make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
It's tipped to the paint. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
And you look at Pippen. His athleticism is off the charts, and it doesn't go unnoticed, as you can see by how high he is in the dunk contest voting.
Yeah, and the fans want him. I think the media wants him. Heck, he wants to be in, so I'm glad that he's in a position to take part.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Seattle able to drain the 3, and there it is for him.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Seattle shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The first free throw is good. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Amen Thompson. And so he makes both from the line.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Booker the pass to Smith. Back to Booker. A prodigy with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Booker's shot is good.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
So it's the Rockets now after the basket by Seattle. Hodgins gets the bucket.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pippen with it. Now Smith defending. And he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness.
Boy, I can't get enough of that, guys. I mean, he is a true rim wrecker.
That one goes. Count it.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
To the wing right side. He's still on. Now he is 9 of 10.
That's a great point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Rejected by Booker. To the inside. Seattle grabs the miss. And this team is in the middle of an astonishing 28-game winning streak. Yep, 28. No matter when it finally ends, this will have been a historic run for them.
Guys, I tell you what, they're playing some of the best basketball that I've ever seen. I mean, they look virtually unbeatable. The key now is they continue to try to strive for consistency, to be ready to handle whenever the next loss does come up. That's going to be the key, bouncing back when they do have somebody in this streak.
Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 18.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 10, and it's blocked. Got a piece of it. Going inside, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Shots good by Pippen.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
Pass to the prodigy. Right side, Pippen. Hodgins with the rebound.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Lays it up and banks it in. Hodgins has got 9 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Wednesday, it'll be the Golden State Warriors coming into town. Then on Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento.
And for that game against Miami, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here's Hodgins after the basket by Seattle. Pass to Henderson. Here's Hodgins. Al Malone. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he makes that one.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
For Seattle, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
To get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Both shots good from the stripe. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Seattle leads by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. On the floor for Seattle. It's Pippen on the wing. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Hudgens. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly. Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Here's Henderson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Teardrop shot. He lays it in. He's got 22.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Fires the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Out to the right wing. Pippen down low. Jaquez defending. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the Prodigy. Traps in the tray. The Prodigy's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Jaquez the pass to Henderson. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
For Seattle, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it. But I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success will certainly continue to keep that pipeline going.
Pass to Hudgens. Here's Hawkins. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen. 2 seconds left. Doesn't go for him.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Henderson, and it's blocked. Here's the Prodigy. 18 points for him. And the 3 ball is good. Pippen's got 11 points.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Hudgens can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to the prodigy. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Henderson finds Hawkins. Malone with it. To stop the run. Doesn't go, only his third miss in 9 tries. Seattle leading by 17. To the middle. Pass to Pippen. Stolen by Henderson. Malone dishes to Henderson. Back to Malone. Shoots. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Booker, he's checked in for the Rockets. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Seattle.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Fades back, and they pick up 2. He's got 36.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
Pass to Hudgens. Pippen with the steal. And pushing it up for Seattle.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being played both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Hudgens. Defended by Pippen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Booker's got 28.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
And here's a group of players that have really been showcasing their versatility recently. The leading three-point shooters among centers and power forwards over the last 10 games. Take a look at the prodigy, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
And, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
And these guys are really incredible. I mean, on one trip, they give you points in the paint. On the next trip, they give you points behind the arc. Boy, talk about range and versatility in spades. You got it.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Off target from outside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
2 minutes.
Pippen with it, now guarded by Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the prodigy. He's feeling it, and it's Seattle with another.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have. He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Malone with the block. And that's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession for the Rockets. Smith checked in for Malone. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Scoot Henderson. Out left to the wing. And how about we check the numbers for Scoot Henderson?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Number 43.
Smith outside. Another steal. Throws it up high. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Thompson surveying the floor. Screen by Smith. Thompson against Pippen. Rocket 6. Here's Dobanovich with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Oh, that was terrific!
My goodness!
And a big-time jam right there.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
For 3, Booker. That shot off the mark. And so it's Seattle, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. Get going in quarter number 4. So with Malone sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Scoot Henderson is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Smith in at the 5. Henderson for 3. A Prodigy with the rebound. The Prodigy's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Hits it from 3-point range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Banked in off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Henderson kicks to Booker. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Booker's got 33.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Here's Pippen. And it's Pippen with the jam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Thompson passes to Smith. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. Building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
No good from outside.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
There's the double team with Henderson. Here's Pippen. He takes it in, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Malone's checked in for Thompson. Smith kicks to Booker. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Booker's got 38 points.
And brilliant play from Booker. Got it away in time before the defense could.
Whoa!
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And he's good on the three ball.
He's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Smith, the pass to Malone. Back to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Raw power from Smith Jr. on that slam.
Over to the left wing. From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. He has 31.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Pass to Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much
big time throwdown with flavor.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. And now only one away from being in the corner.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And the Rockets making a change here. Hudgens is checked in. On defense, Seattle. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Outside for Pippen. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Houston's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Pass to Hudgens. Outside, Malone. Jaquez with the ball, guarded by Pippen. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now
for Seattle.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
The Rockets shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Here's Booker. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Booker's got 48. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Seattle. Jaquez the pass to Henderson. Jaquez sets a screen for Henderson. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For three, Booker. Good! Another from three.
He's scorching hot. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for
Comeback diminished.
24 seconds left in the fourth. Shoots the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's stolen by Eason. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need